right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol SHLL, Tortoise Acquisition Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So, Tortoise Acquisition Corp has been in a slight bullish run and sideways movement for a couple of days now. It jumps up, kind of levels off, jumps up, levels off, jumped up, and here we are actually seeing it slightly dip and gaining possession from the bears. I mean, it's had a bullish run in the last couple of days from this recovery and getting back into the 50-day moving average above it and in bullish territory, but this stock overall has been on a bullish run for months now. I mean, it's been working its way up. It shot up and almost multiplied by 2 and then almost by 3 at one point, reaching close to $60, shooting up from way down here at around $20, and then very volatile, up and down, hit lows here of $33, and from that point forward, it's been recovering and rising. But right now, in a much more zoomed in and focused here on what we need to see for tomorrow and the coming days, is that this has crossed the 50-day moving average, and it could be on its way down to newer lows. So that's super important here for this stock, that if it crosses the 50-day moving average, the bears are starting to gain control and the bulls are quickly losing that possession of obviously maintaining control on this one. So here we are with our new resistance levels and support. This is actually pretty how can I say it, narrow, due to the fact that the last couple of hours were very volatile, and then jumping back to yesterday's resistance level and today's highest point before this bearish run, it is still an important number way up here at 53.47. I write that down. That's a very important resistance level to be broken through if this starts to work its way up. But before getting there, I really want to narrow this down for every investor, because we're really close to the 50-day moving average, and this can quickly go from bullish territory into bearish territory, and the tug of war will be real. So let's zoom in here and see what we got. So Tortoise Acquisitions, for the bulls, they need a breakthrough resistance. Like, they can't hang out sideways. They can't slightly go up. No, they need a breakthrough resistance and work their way up to newer highs and resistance levels. Our resistance level, the first one, is 51.25. If the bulls are able to break through that, obviously their next point would be up here at 53.52, 53.47, up in this area, close to 53.50, just to round it down. But that number is super important to be broken through once this is accomplished, and this can start to work its way up. The reason why is because the further away the bulls can get from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction, the more they can consolidate that they're in bullish territory and they're gaining control. But before worrying about those numbers up there, the first number is 51.25. That needs to be turned into a support and broken through and proven. And once they break through that resistance level, the bulls can start to work their way up to newer highs and new levels of resistance by moving themselves further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. They closed off at 50.63, and our 50-day moving average is 50.16. Super important number. Can't land right on it. It keeps jumping around, but $50.16 is the 50-day moving average. Super narrow stretch, like I said. Quickly, this can change from bullish territory to bearish, and even if it crosses it, it can quickly come back up if the bulls reappear. So 50.16 will let us know on what side we're on and who is gaining leverage and control here. Now, our support level. So the first support level is 49.16. If that gets broken through, obviously right before, 2 candlesticks before this support level, there is the lowest point of the day, and it was way down here at 45.18. I mean, that's a big stretch, and that's a big broad candlestick there for sure. That was the lowest point within that 30-minute frame, and it quickly leveled back up, but that's still a point to keep in mind. So I wouldn't wait till 45.18 to see if this is in bearish territory or if this is hitting newer lows, but that is a point of reference to keep in mind for tomorrow and the days to come. Now, the support level of 49.16, if that gets broken through, the bears have accomplished two things. Obviously, they've accomplished breaking through the 50-day moving average, which gets them into bearish territory, and they broke through the first support level that all the bears are trying to do, because once they break through that support level, they've consolidated gaining control of the chart by bringing this down to newer lows and newer support levels. And that support level is 49.16. If that gets crossed, the bears are gaining control, and this could start to see newer lows. So I want to emphasize how important it is to keep in mind that number and pay very close attention to how the stock is reacting once it crosses 49.16. Super important for any bull to pay very close attention on how this is acting if it crosses 49.16, because this could be on its way down and then officially get to newer lows and further away from the 50-day moving average in a downward direction into bearish territory. Again, the bulls need to break through resistance. I want to emphasize that as well. So support, I want to emphasize, pay very close attention to the behavior of the stock. And for the bulls, they need to break through 51.25, use it as support to start to work their way up to newer highs. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. But don't forget to click on the bell. By clicking on the bell, you turn on all notifications to not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button and let me know you watched this video. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. I highly recommend to all my subscribers, first-time viewers, and investors to check it out if you haven't already, because I talk about the S&P 500 index. And why the index? Well, there are scheduled dates that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets, and that's there for us to go ahead and ride these waves and go ahead and strategically be well equipped to trade, right, and invest. And by these scheduled pumps, there are specific dates that they're doing them, and on those specific dates, the S&P 500 index is rising several points. Well, what does that mean? Well, if the index is rising several points, that means that within the index there's 500 ticker symbols, and those out of those 500 ticker symbols, most of them are rising up with the index, and they rise up 30 cents upwards to $3 per share. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but 30 cents to $3 per share does add up depending on how many shares you own and how many shares you buy. And then from there, they turn into profits. Those gains turn into profits. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just here to inform every single investor and enlighten them on the great news that there's an opportunity to maximize profits, minimize losses, and go ahead and take advantage of the information many investors and people are overlooking or unaware of. Again, I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just here to enlighten everyone and help everyone be well equipped to rationalize based off of their due diligence and research on their next trading days. Check out the video, and don't forget to share this with your friends and that video as well if you find the insight worthwhile. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some